I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this throw incomplete. Have a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those. And then he was a step ahead because he said, they're going to change up and counter another way. And he beat them that way, too.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Setting up play action. Franks. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, Franks. And he's not able to get away and sacked back at the 22. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 and the 19. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A first down carry for Davis. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Franks. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Wrigley. It's Shaq Thompson here to pick. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his car on third down. This is caught. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. They always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Falcons send out their punter, Christian McCaffrey, deep for Carolina. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for first down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff McCaffrey running right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he loses the football a second time, and the Falcons grab it. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball secure. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
McCaffrey on the counter. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Carr. That caught by Trimble. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Davis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Franks now. He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Franks looking to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they go play action with Franks. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Daquan Jones. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Working out of the gun, Franks. And this will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Franks. He completes it to Ridley. And down to the 11.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Franks. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career. But he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
They'll try and throw for it. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Carr. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Now Carr. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That is caught by Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. He will push his way down to about the 14. Foyesade Yr1 made the tackle there from his safety position. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go again with Davis. 2 yards, good enough for first.
I'll pick up with 2 yards. First down, Atlanta.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Setting up play action. Franks able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Frank's throw complete there to Pyramid.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's 2nd and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now Carr.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Franks. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Off the play fake. Franks. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Russell Gage, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Franks.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Carr.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Franks now.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw.
And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
On second down, Franks again.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they go play action with Franks. They're able to hook up here with Ridley.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's Franks now from the shotgun. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
The Franks looking to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That's caught by Pitts. And that will get him another first down, but the clock's certainly working against him.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.